Hello, everybody, and welcome back to some more Space Engineers Scrapyard. The sun is rising, we are back, and there's work to be done. Hi, everybody, welcome back once again. I'm hanging out here at base, and we do, in fact, have some work. I'm gonna do some more work around base. That might be a problem. And I'll explain why here in a second. You may remember the whole shenanigans. Oh god. All right. I guess I'm going down here. Yep. You remember the whole shenanigans of I was learning this little network of pipings that connected the little hydrogen storage tank and oxygen storage tank over there. Well, we got the connection done up to the warehouse or garage where the rust runner sits. We've got the pipes over and running towards where the main um, cargo and things are inside the warehouse. But we didn't have quite enough stuff to get through to go to the. Bring up my HUD here. To go through. Oh, I guess I. Alright. I was holding those construction components on me for something else, but whatever. We didn't have quite enough to get over through into here and get connected up on those are different grids is why I didn't connect there. But get connected up over to here. I have swapped this over to a conveyor junction because I'm thinking that mine we were talking about previously for getting the ice to actually fuel up all our hydrogens and things is going to be probably shot out that way somewhere, but that again, we'll deal with that in a bit. But yeah, we just didn't have quite enough to get through all of this. And I still have a few hundred steel tubes floating around here or there. Actually, can I get out of here on this side, or do I need to find a different way up? Please tell me I can get out of here. Oh, I've got a platform thing here. Yeah. Let me up. There we go. Yes, we get out. Yeah. So I've still got a few hundred small steel tubes here or there. There were some actually chilling in some of these little containers that are here that I have like sitting on the ground. So these ones, obviously not that one. I think it was this container. Yeah, this container has another 342. I believe that's all of them though. I I don't think I have more small steel tubes just hanging about nowhere. But the larger issue was, and I don't know why I didn't think of this, motors. I I had to start stealing motors from these three. There's actually only 50 motors left between these three large thrusters. Yeah, I had to steal some motors. But I was able to actually, like I said, get this connected up to that warehouse and the launch pad over on the other side. Well, not the launch pad itself, but the little storage things and whatnot. So yeah, I'm short on motors of all things. Probably a lot of you saw that coming. I didn't. Yeah, it's really all I have to say about this. I don't know why my brain was like, yeah, you're fine. You don't need motors. No, yes, I do in fact need motors. But that's not going to be the topic of today's little hunt. Looking at the entirety of the base here, we're going to do a little more work around here. Not so much top side over here, where we've been focusing. Actually, down here in the Verdant Valley, that we sort of live at, right next to the stairs. Actually, I thought I was going to be able to get a better view of that as I could sit there and let my suit charge. That was not the case. We can actually get a better view down yonder of where I plan to do my work. No, not the little lunch pail apartment or the... I don't know what I'm calling that little round house there. It was sort of the, like, ops welcome security little control center thing. I don't know, but it's got some bunks in it, so I guess like a little work area? Yeah. But no, I think somewhere along this lower cliff face, because it's close to yeah, it's close to ice. There should be ice under all this nice greenery. Um I want to put in a mine. A mine, yes. A mine, he says. He calls it a mine. I want to put in a mine, and I want to use this gate. This is gonna be a lot of steel plates. Probably not the wise decision here, but I think it's gonna be the cool decision. I want to make a little mine entrance that sort of walks us in. We can go over. There can be a little requisitions and not a requisition. It's like a check-in office, sort of where you sign into the mine before you go down for your shift. You know, do all your mining, come back up, log what you got and whatnot. A little connection point terminal thing that'll have a conveyor that's going to go back and shoot up and connect into here, into that network. So again, I'm adding more motors to the list when I have no motors. Yeah, I want to do that. I want to make a little mine today, and then that I can deal with later, going out and finding motors. Not the hardest thing to find. Just I was very lazy about picking them all up and being thorough about where I, you know, grabbed and took and brought all my motors to. So, yeah, I want to do it here, and I'm looking at this spot here specifically because there's that underground tunnel we dug, that initial that connected, that ran underground, ran all the way up over here, and is this little shaft area here that connects all those up, and is also the reason I swapped that over to a conveyor junction. It was a T previously. One went out that way, one went that way, and then one went that way. But there wasn't one facing down, so I swapped that over to a junction. Obviously, the conveyors to it aren't really welded. But, yeah, it itself is good to go. So I want to get, yeah, that done. And I think, actually, if we pop down here, let's drop a GPS. GPS right here. Let's call it, valley floor. So I know approximately right there is the valley floor, so I need to get beneath that. And let's go see if there's a spot we can easily just dig direct over to. Actually, should I do that? Nah. No, I'm not going to do that now. I am, in fact, going to... I have some parts on me. Because I was going to build over... I think if I go over 2... Yeah, 2, we can place that. That's going to come over... That's over what? How far over is that? Oh, so like... right here in front of me. Yeah, let me... Yeah, because I think it'll be best right here. Let me go ahead and do a little digging here, shall I? All right, there we go. Looks like I got a. I've got a bit of a start here. Not too bad. Oops, I just. But no, all right. Well, I don't know that I have everything I need to actually build up the gate fully. I kind of wasn't trying to do that. I'm also dwindling on steel plates, it would seem. Full inventory. Yeah, let me out. There we go. Yeah, I've got a bit of a entrance. Obviously, it needs to get cleared and smoothed out a bit via here, out of this little, and then I'll have this nice little entrance, which I think to kind of get it evened out, it's going to be very difficult with the hand drill and whatnot. I think what I'll do is take the VTOL ship, and on the front of it, we're going to go ahead and slap the drills, and I can just use the right click and then just slowly lower myself down until I start, taking out the voxels, and then I can just be very careful with it as I kind of go back and forth and level out that entryway. Most of the interior work will have to be done by hand, which isn't too big a deal because I will just end up covering up most of it as we build out the inside of the mine, and then the back entrance that sort of walks down and then gets to the level where I need to be for the actual ice itself, which is going to be kind of, I'm going to have to be kind of careful about. I don't know what it's still plates and motor. I can have the motors out of you, and I should be able to have the steel plates out of this bad boy. Well, yeah, I didn't grab the motors the conventional way with the build planner, so yes, it thinks I have that in there. I do not. And I should be able to... There we go. And as always, don't worry about the color. I will most likely just paint it after the fact. And I'll have to draw this back a bit, because I want this to act... I don't want this to show signs of like, oh, this wasn't proper, and I need the roof internally. Oh, and I'll need more steel plates. Of course I will. Why wouldn't we? Oh, that's difficult. Yeah, why wouldn't we? I will grab a few steel plates, but we'll work on actually getting to the mineable level. That way I'll have kind of an idea of spacing for how big that internal is going to be and how large of like a check-in desk and whatnot can be put down there. So yeah, let's grab all those steel plates, whatever. Grab some more of those so we can build lights as we go. That way when we get into the darkness, I will... God, I still want to build this right now. I will have... I'll have an idea. But for now... So, that's the valley floor. Let's say we go back... I don't know how far until we reach that shaft. I think it's a fair distance, honestly. And I should probably try and stay relatively straight with this. I found how far back. Also, I looked behind me. I was like, "Oh, let's stay relatively straight," and I realized I was digging down and at an angle like that. I would have hit the shaft anyhow. Yeah, and this looks like a decent size. So we get the check-in desk. As I open up this area, get it out and over here. It'll just be sort of recessed in this pocket. So as you come in, there'll be open spot, and then just sort of recessed right over in there. This actually concerns me a little that I say open spot. How... Yeah, I want this to be the wall. That way it's a 4-wide slot here. Let's open up some space. I think it's one of those hit and miss rewarding feelings in Space Engineers. And I know I could use voxel hands. I am in a single player thing, but I kind of like trying to reproduce it with just the tools, you know. All right, so I accidentally dug a little too far there, so we'll have to do something to hide that. Not the end of the world. But yeah. So that's gonna be the wall section, and then just past this wall section. Or not wall section, the gate section. Just past it is going to be where that requisitions... I keep saying requisitions. The check-in desk will be. So, you know, people sitting right in this little area will have just some shenanigans decorating over there. Maybe one of those little hydroponic things like I put up in the actual little company store area up there. Yeah, just like that. I might... I was gonna say, I might... You know what? I might snag a vent from outside. One of those vents that's... I swear. One of those vents that's upstairs. And... drop it in here somehow. That way it looks like we have some air recycling happening for the mine. Yeah, that'll be nice. This place is gonna be a mess by the time I'm done with it. But alright, so I sort of know where that's all gonna work out to. Let's give ourselves a little deeper floor here, shall we? And yeah, a little deeper floor, and we will. Whoops, those are not the blocks I wanted. Yeah, here we go. Probably still light armor panels. Again, I am still trying to be conservative about the number of things we have. So little 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then I think a set of stairs right in this area somewhere will be just perfect for walking down into the mine. It's not going to be a mine that's, you know, what's the word? It's not going to be a mine that is like equipment, heavy miners, excavators, and things. No. This will be like a little hand mine, and obviously we're going to do the automation. We'll bring... Ooh, how deep do I need to go with that pipe? Also, can I build things on... Ooh. Things have to be built on this side, not this side. Keep that... Ooh. Yeah, that junction is a problem. So maybe that junction did need to come over here. So I didn't need the junction. That T could have worked where it was. So if the valley floor is there... How far can I get away with? I could probably get away. Oh, not there. Get away with being at this level potentially. Will this, if I go over at this level? Oh, I only had a brain. Yeah, I want to dig over at this level and see if this hits ice. Because this will let me know where I can put the automated drill for the mine shaft in. And then just the... Oh. Yeah. I can put that automated drill shaft in it, and then everything else. Words, I know how they work. The actual little mine shaft thing coming down could be like a maintenance shaft, more or less, to go down to perform, you know, the repairs and PMs and service to the actual mine itself. How far over? I'm not even... Oh, detecting ice now. This looks like it'll keep me below the ground. as I get closer to the thing, but I'll be in the ice. Aha! Yeah! I'm seeing green here. I don't like. I am very close on. Ah, that ice is. Oof, yeah. But if I bring down there, and then I do just some. Maybe a hinge, right? A hinge, or if I come down, do a rotor? No, I'll just come down and do a hinge. Down, do a little curb, and then a hinge, and then it can go, back and forth, and just have some extensions that go out and some pistons, and then we can scoop all this up. But yeah, that ice is very close to the surface at a very thin layer, but it should be more than doable. But yeah, I do now know kind of where that is, very close to that valley floor. I know the level at which my auto drill is going to go down. Oh, hey, it's only about, was it 2.5 meters per block? Only about 5 meters down. Well, that's not bad at all. Can I get a ramp? You have all the stair blocks rolled up in you. Yeah. I would love do a little, like, down and then walking over action, little platform to land on, and then it. Yeah, I'll go this way. Little platform we land on, and then let it walk back down. Fortunately, to say, the landing platform, I think, will be whole blocks like this. And then this will go this way? There we go. That is the thing there, and I mean, that's brought me 2 blocks down. Am I just... Ah, there it is. I was like, I know it's in here somewhere. Oh. Actually, I'm not looking at that. Oh, no, that's fine. Yeah, that's actually quite well. Yeah, I can come down here. This will let me into the mine shaft where I can do, maintenance or any hand minings and things that we want to do. So we'll open up this area a bit. Yeah, there we go. All right. We're doing okay here. We'll need to give myself a bit of headspace here. I don't want to be too claustrophobic with it. Yeah, that is just about stinking perfect. Problems with you and you, though. I want y'all to be like so. Actually, I want you to be one of these blocks that's different. Yeah, that way I can walk down, and I could gussy up the side of this if I wanted to make it a proper path. I don't really have any circular corridor style blocks that let me descend at a 60-ish degree angle. 30-degree angle, 60-degree, one of those slope numbers. Yeah. Yeah, but right here, I can do kind of like I was saying why I'm going to carry these construction components with me, is I can drop a light, and we can start adding in all of the lights. And we know me, I like a good 200, 185, and 165. If I don't smack my mouse. Let's set you at a 12.5 at the moment. Bring that fall off just down a bit, and the intensity. We don't want to be too dark, but not too bright in here. Yeah, that looks like a good glow of a mine shaft, you know? Alright. Okay. Nice. Alright, so give me a minute. I'm going to go ahead and do a little bit of the building in here. Just getting sort of the structure laid out. We won't do the decorative stuff just yet. I know I normally do that stuff independently just so I don't wrap up too much of the video in it, but we may do a little bit of that together, or I may get carried away again and do it all here in a minute. But yeah, let me get some of this cleared up. So sit back, relax, and I'll be back in just a moment. Well, okay then. I have yeah, I've done a thing. I did get a little more carried away than I originally intended to. Yeah, I mean, was that really that much of a surprise? Yeah. So I've gone through. I've got a few spots where sort of the voxels are still sticking through here, and I was like, oh, I'll clean those up, and then I was like, maybe I should leave them as sort of, just a little dirt on the floor, as it were. So yeah, I left a couple of those. Kind of makes it weird to walk over some of them. You get this weird little visual shenanigans happening as you're transitioning to standing on the voxel from the grid and the grid to the voxel. It's a little weird. But yeah, this is sort of the basics of what we got here. I've got a little railing here that'll probably get painted something. I used the floor blocks, actually, so I had to swap that piece out. So it wasn't recessed in, because I had that little lip that you get when you place a full block next to one of these panels instead. So that sort of cost-saving effort I was doing to not use as many steel plates, well, kind of backfired a little. But I like this little orange-esque decal that's on the edge here. So I think it looks nice. I didn't really do a whole lot down here. I did add a light. I don't have my suit lights on at the moment. So the lighting is looking decent in here. I got sort of, these are weird, but I figured I'd just cover those up with like plates or something. Because didn't matter. But yeah, I didn't weld these up. I've got that. I plan on boxing in this stairwell entirely. Boxing in the stairwell, doing maybe right here is like the cargo access where I can dump any ice or ores or things that I hand mine. So right here, you can just, as you're carting your stuff up the stairs, just dump it in, obviously, or not obviously. I will probably have another one down here, just sort of decorative in nature. But I had to stop. I had to stop because on my person, well, I mean, this 143 steel plates plus 200 is that I left upstairs is all I have left. That's That's it. That's all the steel plate. So I can't build out much more of this if I wanted to. That opposing wall there, I kind of I want to paint, but I wasn't super certain. If I can I oh. Yeah, painting these is kind of weird. Yeah, okay, that's what I figured. I had just painted by accident. Oh, there's the desk. There's that. I think this black corrugated sort of siding here works nicely there. And we'll do sort of an off-white. The corrugated doesn't look bad on these, actually, because I like that scuffed look to it, where all the scratches and things are. Kind of what you would expect of, sort of just there having been this been a mine, I'm leaving a lot of the rust and things here. I do like those. What would that look as corrugated? Scratched and scuffed? No, I think that works better as a rusty armor. Yeah, I think that looks better as rusty. But I'm gonna stop building out in here, mostly because we're running low on the resources. I kind of want to do the skeletal work of where that mine will go, and then there's enough room here I can hand drag the drills down here and place them on, because we can't actually place the drills ourselves. I'll have to bring them down, and it'll have to be a conversion to small grid, because I only got a couple of small grid ones. But yeah, that is what it is. And I think do I do that now? I should do that now. Yeah. Let's build the skeletal structure of where sort of the drill is gonna descend down to. We'll turn on our suit lights here, because we are actually going to be looky-looing through here. Ooh. Yeah, I was gonna come through here, but this is sort of the bit that connects up everything, isn't it? Yeah. Can I open this up a bit for myself to come through here? And I'm not gonna weld these up, just like these little plate pieces. But I do want to bring these over to the other side, as it were. Obviously, it looks like I'm going to have to actually use these plates as well, because I want to slice off this face. That way I can just drop straight down from the, that junction. That's the words. That's how words work, Rudy. I want to drop straight from the junction box down to here. So I should be able to, now that those are all connected. I don't know when I welded these, but whatever.
Inventory full.
Okay. Inventory is full. Here you go. That'll free up a bit of room. I don't want to do too much. I'll see. Oh. Let me out. Mostly cash. I plan on using most of the resources on me at present to build up a lot of that stuff. You're gone, you're gone. You go away. Yeah, those are connected. That goes away. That goes away. And these will also go away, but I'll deal with that momentarily. As soon as I can. Oh, as soon as I figure out how to walk. Yeah, there we go. As soon as I do that. Alright, so the skeletal structure of this is gonna be as follows. It's gonna be straights all the way down. Then it'll be a curve right here. Oh, hold on. Yeah, there we go. It'll be that, and then a curve there. It'll run straight forward from here. Whoop, easy there, Haas. So it's gonna be this guy. You. That's away, that's away, that's away. And then you. I can't actually place cargo blocks. Oh, I didn't think about that. Because I was going to do a cargo access point there. I don't think that's in the cards for me. Cargo. These all, yeah, those construction frames. Those little proprietary block pieces. I can't actually, so I guess there is no cargo access there. Down here, there's... Oof. There's just enough... Ooh. I might have to cut the floor out. But I should be able to drag a cargo block into here. I'd have to go find it in the cargo block. So maybe I abandon that idea altogether. But regardless, I want this, and then right here is going to be a hint, because I want it to be able to sort of maneuver back and forth and kind of cut out a large swath down here as I see fit. So we're going to open up this area a bit more. Yeah, here we go. Right. So, this is going to be... Whoops. No, you are... Hinge. Oh, I had a hinge. I need a rotor, because we'll do the conversion with an advanced rotor. And I need... I need. That's all I ever seem to say nowadays. Pistons. Pistons. Alright, so it will be hinge. Go ahead and hinge lock for me. It'll be a large piston. That way I have the best use on extension. Oop. I am going to have to open this area up a bit. Alright, that should be enough. Yeah, there we go. To be piston. I was going to say another piston, but looks like the answer to that is no. A advanced rotor. The answer to you is a big no. Rotor? 5. Here we go. Ah. Advanced road. Oh. I need to open up some of this area. There we go. Now advanced rotor? Yes, advanced rotor. We can do... one of these is not like the other. Rotor lock. Slice that off, and I can add a... Ooh. I can add a medium head. Do a conveyor converter. I am worried about poking through the top here. Still do have a couple blocks worth of distance, so maybe my worries are unfounded. But if I add a small head, I have to add a small conveyor forward to connect into the drills on the sides. You know what? Yeah, we'll do a small head. So there's a little small head. I need stuff for it. I'm gonna need stuff for you. You. Yep. And I need your bits. And I need your bits. And I'm gonna need a bunch of y'all's bits. I don't think I'll have enough to actually do all those, but I should have enough to... If we play our cards right, conveyors. Conveyors of the small variety. I'm going to go forward 2 Just because when this starts spinning, and I will spin it, um, yeah, I may not spin it, but I'll still go forward too, just to not have the drills right up against this and cause some sort of future issue. So, I think that looks good. Let's go ahead and actually bring a drill down here and see about connecting it. All right, drill 1 is down here. Let's go ahead and... Easy. Yeah, let's go ahead and see about getting you done up. Bring that forward, and I could do here is a merge block. Here is a merge block. Grab the parts while I was upstairs. Did I grab? Oh yeah, I grabbed parts for that and for that. Yeah, that drill is good to go. Don't have the parts for that. Whatever. All right, so should be able to. Come on. Oh, there it goes. Yes. Perfect. Be happy to, yes, slice that off. I'll have to think of a different way to connect the other one. I just thought of that. I'll figure it out. I'll figure it out. It's not that difficult, but I do in fact have a drill down here. It can be turned on. It can drill. I may do... Oh, actually, no, I won't do terrain clearing mode just because of that. I may have to put a connector somewhere to hoop out the unwanted stone, as it were. Yeah, and I'll, have to get parts to weld all this shenanigans up, but we'll have to go out and actually find those. So we'll leave this like that for now. Until, I go out and gather the parts and can actually do it. So, that being said, there's only one other piece I want to do right now, and that's gussy up the front end of this. So, let's put the other drill on the front of the VTOL ship and kind of right-click mine some dirt out of my way. All right, got the thing on the front. I've got it just placed there to the side, kind of high, just because I'm trying to be careful about this. Let's start right-click mining it. Oh, drill. We'll right-click mine way up here. Actually, about up right here. And slowly, yeah, starts eating the voxels. And we'll just move side to side a bit. Yeah, there we go. I want to be careful about how much of... Oh! Stop. I'm going to have to put steel plates into those now. It's wonderful. And I want to... Yeah, open this just a tad more. Yeah, there we go. And I think that'll be nice. Let's go ahead and land here. I'll cut off and free the thing in a minute. Turn off the inertial dampeners. Yeah, I think what I'm going to do is... Nope, that's not the block. I think what we will do... I think I'll go grab some of those steel plates, because I'm not going to have enough on me right now. I thought my steel plates were in there. I don't know where I put them. I have a total of 2 steel plates on me. Please don't tell me that's all I have left, because I will start ripping up some of the floor. Plate. Steel plate. Oh, there's 10 in there. 176 in there. And that's... that's it. That's all she wrote, folks. A little nervous about that. Yeah, because what I want to do is... I may... half blocks, I guess? Was... Give me that. Let's do... a little platform. Carrying forward, and then... yeah, nice little... small... slope here. Like that. That's what I wanted. Alright. Yeah. There we go. Nice. And we'll do a little painting together. I like these, nope. Give me rusty. I like these as, ooh, that's way redder than I meant that to be. Saturation and saturation up a bit more. There we go. Like some red iron beams from construction. What's another good mine color? I kind of want these pillars to be red and probably orange, like a safety orange. I don't think, no, not hazard stripes. These can be metal though. Probably get a good orange out of here. Something that's nice and faded out though. As this would have been in the sun for a good bit. Ooh. Heavy rust with that orange? How does that look? Oh, it looks a little better. We're gonna need some lights out here. Also, if I could, please don't slide away.
Fuel critical.
Oh, dang it! Out of fuel. Out of fuel and out of steel plates. It's that's unfortunate. Please tell me I still have... oh. No construction components on me? Seriously? What does this world come to? There we go. Got construction components. And there, and there. Sweet. And if I turn off my suit light, yeah, that gives us some nice exterior lighting to this. Let's actually HUD off, tools away. Actually, do I have... is there a... sign? Any of these, like, warning notice sign, explosive, storage area, safety incidents, probably like some, I want some of these hazard signs up and around. But I'll deal with that a little later because this episode's getting close to being longer than I want it to. It might actually already be there. But yeah. This is looking good. I'm actually going to time of day. I'm going to give me a little bit of light here because this is going to be the thumbnail. There we go. I didn't hear the screenshot sound. This is going to be the thumbnail. Yeah, if you made it to this point in the video, it's basically the end. You're in like the top 2 or 1% of my viewers. Congratulations. But yeah, this is it. This is looking good. Mine entrance comes in. I don't use these little gates too much, so I'm really happy to kind of have a use case point for them. Yeah, I know they're just little personnel gates to come in, but you come in, there's a little check-in desk. I want to put some other clutter and things around here, like boxes and just whatnot else. Got a little ore sampling station, testing, whatnot going on here. Somewhere to shower off, use the bathroom. I may put a door here. Yeah, do I have, I don't think I have components on me for any door in particular. Yeah. Would have liked a door there, but I'll deal with that later. But yeah, little place to put on your suit for going down the mine. Why am I... The voxels are, like, super close, so I crouch every so often. But a place to grab your tools, put on a suit for going down the mine, the actual shaft to go down the mine, or stairwell. Hands up in the air. I don't have the components to actually complete this, or that. But yeah, we are looking good. Ooh, I didn't realize I did a bad. Painted that exterior block because I wanted it to look like something. Yeah, I'll cover that up with lockers. But yeah, this is the mine's entryway. And that is it. So thanks everyone who joined. Thanks for coming with me on this little building excursion adventure. Next time we have to go on an actual excursion because, well, I mean, I don't I basically have no resources left. I have some of the little intricate pieces and whatnot. I know I have a bunch of large steel tubes left because after, we more or less got our wheels and things, I didn't have a whole lot of use for them, but I kept gathering them.
Critical.
But yeah, I need large steel tubes. I need small steel tubes. I need steel plates, interior plates. Well, I have a bunch of construction components. Right? Construction components. So there's 1,500 there, another 421 there, another 738 there. 640. So I don't need interior plates as much, but I need steel plates. I need small steel tubes. I need motors. A lot. I need a lot of motors. I'm basically out. But yeah, that is going to do it for this one. Thank you again, everyone. Join me. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope you got something out of this. And remember, until the next one, everyone, to stay safe out there.